welcome to the channel. We're a little fab shop down in Widnes. I cover most welding jobs, aluminium, brass, stainless, mild steel, pretty much anything. But we have a big interest in cars, as you can probably see behind me. It's the last Friday before Christmas. We've just had a special delivery thanks to Mike at CRR Recovery. So this is going to keep us busy over the next 2 weeks of Christmas. A bit of history on the car. It's a 1968 Mustang, originally a 289, C4 transmission automatic, 8-inch rear axle. It's now, or will be now, sporting a 351 Windsor, 4R70W gearbox, which is basically a 3-speed overdrive. She's got a later Mustang 8.8 back axle. And basically needs putting back together. It was on a bit of a, it was possibly roadworthy when we got it, nearly 25 years ago. It's been fully restored, painted to pretty much the factory colour, which was presidential blue. This is actually a Volkswagen colour. Yeah, so this is the winter Christmas festive rebuild. We'll try and give plenty of content on the car if you're interested. For some of the less American viewers, you might recognise the shell in the background. This is a 4x4 K-plate Sapphire Cosworth, which is in for a bit of restoration work underneath. Sills, front jacking points. What else do we need? Bits in the boot floor, bits of arches. It's actually a really tidy shell regarding chassis legs. None of the chassis legs need any work. It was a trimmed, rolling trim shell when it came in, but we've stripped it now, ready for work, and we're going to be cleaning off underneath today because it's a bit grimy underneath, so we're going to give it a nice hot jet wash and clean off any of the crud and old underseal and see where we end up. So from 2 Fords in the shop, let me take you to the third. This might be a bit harder for you viewers to recognise. It's actually a Mark III Transit. Now this is the shop's own truck that will be being restored, rebuilt when we get time, when we get a minute, which isn't always the easiest thing to do when you run your own business. It's a G-Reg 1989, originally a Pinto, short wheelbase, single wheel axle. These are going up in value at the minute. You never see, when was the last time you saw a square headlight Mark III Transit? Everyone thought I was a bit crazy when I chopped the chassis off at the back of the cab. But we have made a new one a while ago, excuse the mess. And this is the current parts department. Rear cab to go in, nice new door. This is the Transit's engine. Yeah, it's a Pinto, but someone's put a Cosworth YB Planum on it, because guess what? She's going to be a turbo. Yay! Next to that, this is actually the Mustang's engine, which has been undercover for a while. The heart of the beast. Now this is going to be going in over Christmas. Whether we actually get it running in the vehicle is a different matter. We'll see how far we get, because we just want to tick off a fair few bits on the car because it's not been touched for a long time, just because everybody's busy, things get forgotten about, and my dad's an old fart and can't be arsed. So there we are. Stick with us and let us know what you're interested in the most, whether it be the Transit, the Mustang, or even the SAF. We'll keep you updated, because the SAF is going to be a build here, bit of a build. We're going to paint underneath, do all the welding work, hopefully get it rolling again with the engine in. And then it's actually my cousin's car, so he's going to try and then get it painted, and I'm sure it'll stay around for a bit and we'll do plenty of work on it. So yeah, let's see where we end up in. So we had a quick go while it was on the floor. These front bits here were black, like this lot. So now we're up in the air. Let's see what we can do with the rest. Yay! Well, that was a bit of a surprise. As you can see, all the black has now gone, and we're back to the factory dove grey pretty much. You're a beauty. So after a chilly day, we've got the SAF back in, drying off after a productive jet wash. Sort of gives us a direction of where we're going with underneath now. Doesn't need as much work as what we were expecting. And the Mustang is tucked up, ready for maybe a little bit of work tomorrow. Let's see how we get on, see what we can get done. We'll go through some more bits that we've got tomorrow, maybe do another video on the Mustang itself, and what needs doing, and a bit of direction and a plan, maybe not. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Just doing a bit on the Project Mustang today. Yesterday we had a few hours messing with the gearbox, mating the engine and gearbox together. So actually now it's ready to go in the car for the final time. It can be plumbed up, water can go in it, antifreeze, etc. And then we can lift the car up on the ramp, put the prop under, and then start on some brakes, fuel lines, running underneath. Want to get that done first. And then once it comes back down on its wheels, it's pretty much on its wheels for good then. Quick idea of what we were doing yesterday. This lever here is the actual selector lever. So that is a low car item. The original lever arm was this clumsy thing, and there's not much room there between the selector and the header, and this just sat right in the way. So junk that one, put that one in. We actually put the headers on yesterday with gaskets for the final time, so they're lock nutted in both sides. So that was that job done. So the engine can actually go in, like I say, for the final time with the assist of shop's crane, which just makes life a whole lot easier, 1,000,000% easier. Hopefully within the next hour or so the engine bay be full. While I'm here I will show you. Being a fabricator, we changed the box out for a rack. We found out which rack Flaming River use, which is a common US brand which do rack conversions. So we managed to source what rack it was, and I did my own conversion. It's rather neat, I think. We've also got a Mishimoto Fox body radiator, which quite simply fits rather well in the gap that we've got. Now the suspension on this car, we've got Shelby drop, for those that know what Shelby drop is. We've got some nice control freak top and bottom arms. I can't remember what drop springs we were. They might be on, I think we're on heavy duty 1-inch drop springs. We'll see how the basic KYB shocks go at the minute. once we're on the road. We need to get it on the road really and get it used. So we've actually got 8x17, 8x15 inch mini lights all round, which a lot of people say you can't use. Usually go staggered, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. Quick video on the rest of the car. Now when we got the car had a glass sunroof in. As you can see, we've done away with the glass sunroof and put a steel pop-up sunroof in. We weren't going to go to the hassle of reskinning the roof, so it was actually my dad's idea. We've put a steel sunroof in and managed to put the swage line back in. Now that swage line does have a pencil line that runs down the glass. We are hoping to put the glass in at some point over the Christmas period, so you'll be able to see that line follow through. So back to the engine. I'm going to set up a time lapse so you'll be able to watch me use the crane. I'm going to lift the back of the car up with a jack, and then yeah, we'll drop the engine in using the crane. Right, so now the engine is in. It's a bit tight, as with most Mustangs. For UK viewers, there's actually more room in a Capri than there is in a Mustang, believe it or not. Which is in. You have to apologise for the hyperlapse because we got stuck on the steering knuckle and all of a sudden my phone died. So this is an update of where we're up to. She's sat at home. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a quick shifty round, square her up with the ramp, and yeah, get her up in the air and we can have a look. I can put the prop on. We've actually got an aluminium prop, which is nice. Put the prop on, you can have a good look underneath because it's really nice underneath. All painted, under sealed. Yeah, you'll be able to see what's going on. Car is now up in the air. As you can see, the suspension adjustable. Global West front strut rods. We've actually got a bit of a secret, but we managed to squeeze some Brembos under here off an Alfa Romeo, believe it or not. It was another machine job. Machined some brackets up because these are actually post mount. There is plenty of clearance on the wheel, so we're happy there. You can just see from the outside. There you go. It looks quite cool. As you can see, all underneath it's not body colour, but it's near enough. I put some Global West chassis frame connectors on. Fabrication stage. The 8.8 back axle. So we're using the factory discs off the 8.8, which is a good upgrade. Rear sway bar. I can't remember what rear springs these are, which is pretty much like new. Brand new stainless fuel tank. So yeah, I've got rear calipers to plumb in to the flexies that are up here. Got a nice diff carrier. So we've got flexies to plumb in. We're actually going to use braided flexi throughout the full car. Handbrake to sort out, which might be a bit awkward. prop shaft can go in, fuel lines can be run. Yeah, plenty of other bits and bobs to be going at. So as you can see, the car is really solid. It's a really nice car, or it will be when it's finished anyway. I've just sat the prop in for now, just to get an idea of where we're at. It's another thing off the floor, which is always a bonus when you're building a car. One thing to add, that what we did do with the front suspension, it's the front spring purchase, we actually got rid of the rubber bush and we put a shaft in, machined the old shaft actually, and I put roller bearings in. There's a little trick that they did back in the day, which is we've just tried to upgrade where we can, and yeah, upgrade and improve where we can, and smoothen things out, make things more modern, a bit more reliable for today's roads. Yeah, it's just nice to be working on it. So thank you very much for watching. Any feedback, always welcome. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.